Hello there. So pretending. It's interesting that you say you don't think it's necessarily we pretend necessarily because we're afraid of the truth, but sometimes because we're dreaming of a better proof. Which is interesting because to me, dreaming of a better proof, you do that because you don't like your truth. Sorry, and I guess why you wouldn't like your truth most of the time is because of fear. I think most things come back to fear. So like apathy, you can almost always route it back to fear of something else. You become apathetic because you're afraid of losing something. Yeah. But we can. That would be really interesting. Yeah, I'm interested to hear what you have to say about that. So what is more important, dreaming or reality? I think it's like prioritizing. I think it's going to be different for everybody. Is working out or eating healthy more important? It depends on the person. So yeah, I think, and I think also thinking about that sort of for my life is like, what do I want to do with my life, or like, what do I want to be doing right now? Who do I want to be? How do I want to assert myself in this world? What is the climate around me like, and how should I react to that? So based on that, should I be more dreaming or should I be more in the present and reality? But yeah, I think it absolutely has to be a balance, and which tips the scale heavier depends on your situation. That's what I think about that one. Yeah, okay, so when should we dream? Again, I think it depends on the situation, if we should dream or not. And then somebody said this to me the other night, and it just was awesome. It's what they say at the beginning of AA, apparently. It's called the Serenity Prayer. So they say, find the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things we can, and wisdom to know the difference. So yeah, it kind of goes into that for me, if you see that connection. Whereas like you sort of ask like when should we change ourselves and when should we just like let our dreams go, and I do think it's kind of like that, like knowing when to just accept things the way they are, or go off into fantasy, or when should we sort of come back to reality and change things, and just like really hope for that wisdom of trying to figure out when it is best. What about pretending is so incredible in driving? That's a really good question. I wish you could have seen me sitting here just like mulling over that. I think that the short answer, and I'm curious if you have more to say to this or less, or how this resonates with you. But I think what's so powerful about it is that it's so, like, kind of simply, it can be whatever you want it to be. So if, like, whatever you're needing at that time, whatever, it can fill whatever spaces you need. It can lift you up. It can bring you down if you need to be brought down. I think that's so, yeah, I see that's what's so powerful about it. But I'm curious if you think differently. So yeah, that's that. This one's under 4 minutes, and now you know.